I'm gonna make this quick. I learned a few years ago as a pastor that this day evokes a lot of different emotions for a lot of different people for very good reasons. And so I've learned how to be sensitive to the celebration and the struggle of those who see this day and experience it very differently. And certainly in this day and time, today and Mother's Day has been a little bit different and much more unique than it's been in the past. There's a cool story in the book of Isaiah where the prophet, he is prophesying to Israel that they're going to come home, that God's going to bring them out of captivity. And then when they come home in waves. And the first group of people who come home, they had a great experience. They come home and there's work to be done, but they are excited about being home. And the second wave that comes home, they just don't have a good time at all. They struggle a lot. And it's interesting that they both occupy the same space, but they had two very different experiences. And it's kind of like Mother's Day, that we occupy the same day, the same space, the same holiday. And there are many people who have just different experiences with this day. God says something cool. Check it out in Isaiah chapter 66, verse 13. It's one of the places where God's attributes are likened to that of a mother or a woman. And God says that he will comfort his children there in Jerusalem as a mother comforts or as a mother loves her child. And what's very encouraging about that is that God recognizes that there's a type of love that's needed in both celebration and struggle. And the best way to describe the type of love that's needed in that situation, when people are occupying the same space with different experiences, the best way to describe that type of love is to attribute it to that love that can only come from a mother or only come from a woman. And so let me encourage you today, before I run in and feed my family, we celebrate with you if you're celebrating Mother's Day, and we mourn with you if you're mourning. For those who this is your first Mother's Day without your mother, man, we grieve with you. For those who have struggles with this day, know that we're praying for you. But then we're also celebrating the gift of motherhood and the love that can only come from a mother. Here's what's important about what God says, that God understands that there's a type of love that this world needs, that it can't go without in times like this. And so God promises to distribute that kind of love that can only be associated with a mother. And God decides that even if I have to do it myself, the world will never go without that kind of love. And so let me encourage you that God loves you with the love that can only come from a mother. Happy Mother's Day.